The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
A little release to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Matthews.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy, and what does the defense do? They double-team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And, David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Firing to the right, complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Gonna run it. It's Morris. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Ball is at the 8-yard line as they try to open the scoring. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll leave it with him. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Matthews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
Now
now.
on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're going to open this drive with a pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Wants to keep it in the air. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Oh, a lot of space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Working that left side now. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Going right to work up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The gift to the back. Got a little space, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rides the back and leaves it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, it's Morris. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And here comes the punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pressure coming, and they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Across the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's just a bad job by the offense, picking up the blitz on third down. You should be expecting that. And running backs and tight ends and linemen got to know. We've got to give our quarterback an opportunity to make this throw. They couldn't get it done, and now they're facing fourth down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Matthews. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Looking for room. It's Morris. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Look out, he's got room. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. It's a seam wide open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
So now on comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back on the move. Slithers into space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to fire on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and had zero success. It's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the...
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finds a little space.
The returner is tackled down at the...
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line.
First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He's got first down yardage as they move into the 44.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that wide receiver screen. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.